Did you know that it's almost guaranteed that every single species will eventually die out? In fact, scientists believe that 99% of all animals that have ever lived are now extinct. Sad, I know, but maybe extinction isn't as permanent as we thought. Through advances in biotechnology, there are some animals that are on the cusp of resurrection. It's time to learn about some unbelievable species that just might make a comeback. You know how the ice caps are melting? Well, there might be an interesting solution to that. Bring back the woolly mammoth. These gigantic creatures could grow up to 12 feet tall and weigh 8 tons. That's the weight of 4.5 cars. Herds of mammoth were once widespread across the mammoth steppe, grasslands that covered Europe, Asia, and North America. Across the Arctic tundra, there's permafrost, ground that remains completely frozen for at least 2 years. But thanks to global warming, permafrost has begun to thaw, releasing carbon into the atmosphere and further accelerating climate change. Geophysicist Dr. Sergei Zimov theorizes that if the tundra can be turned back to grassland, like it would have been in the mammoth's time, it could stop the permafrost from melting. Introducing big grazing herbivores disrupts the ground and allows for deeper freezing during the winter, while a layer of grass insulates it during the summer. Dr. George Church, a founder of the Texas-based company Colossal Biosciences, plans to create an elephant-mammoth hybrid, containing about 1% mammoth DNA mixed with an Asian elephant. This Arctic elephant embryo would be placed into an African elephant surrogate, with goals to produce a calf in the near future. Australia was home to some of the most wonderful fauna on the planet, until the arrival of European colonizers who wiped out species like the thylacine. Also known as the Tasmanian tiger, this carnivorous marsupial was once found across New Guinea, Australia, and South Tasmania. Persecution started when farmers claimed the animal killed livestock, leading to 1936 when the last thylacine died in Hobart Zoo. Removing an apex predator from an ecosystem causes devastating trophic downgrading. Thylacines kept illnesses under control by preying on sick animals. But after their extinction, diseases like the facial tumor virus ravaged Tasmanian devils, while unchecked pests caused widespread environmental collapse. Today, Colossal has teamed up with the University of Melbourne and the TIGR Research Centre to de-extinct the Tasmanian tiger using preserved specimens. By using gene editing on the stem cells of a closely related dasyurid, scientists plan to create an embryo hybrid to gestate in an artificial womb or surrogate, eventually reintroducing them to rebalance the ecosystem. Take a trip to Mount Hotham in Victoria, Australia, and there's a slim chance you might come across the mountain pygmy possum. This thumb-sized creature is so rare that for a long time it was only known by its fossils and considered extinct until it was spotted in 1966. They spend 7 months of the year hibernating in burrows under the snow, emerging in spring to feed on bogong moths, seeds, and berries. With less than 2,000 left in the wild, destruction of their habitat by ski resorts, invasive predators, and warming winters, which freeze them in their burrows due to a lack of snow insulation, have pushed them to the brink. Dr. Michael Archer of the University of New South Wales discovered that their direct ancestors lived in lowland forests millions of years ago. His team is preparing to trial slowly releasing possums into forest environments to see if they can adapt and survive outside the warming mountains. The southern gastric brooding frog was discovered in 1972 in Queensland, Australia, with extraordinary reproductive practices. The mother frog would swallow her eggs, turning her stomach into a womb by halting hydrochloric acid production. For 6 weeks, 20 to 25 tadpoles would hatch inside her, bloating her stomach so much that she had to breathe through her skin before eventually giving birth to fully formed froglets through her mouth. Alas, these amphibians went extinct by 1983 due to deforestation, invasive species, and the lethal chytrid fungus. Dr. Michael Archer stepped in to clone them back to life using preserved tissue samples. His team placed the gastric frog's DNA into the egg of a closely related barred frog, successfully producing a frog embryo that brings this unique species one step closer to revival. Did you know that the closest living relative to the terrifying Tyrannosaurus rex is the humble chicken? In 2015, scientists Dr. Part Anjan Buhler and Dr. Arhat Abzanov found a way to reverse engineer the beaks of chicken embryos back into dinosaur-like snouts. By manipulating the proteins responsible for fusing bone plates into a beak, the embryos developed rounded, unfused jaws similar to their fossil ancestors. Meanwhile, paleontologist Dr. Jack Horner is actively working on genetic modifications to create a chickenosaurus, aiming to revert wings into arms, grow a long tail, and reintroduce teeth. This research aims to showcase how ancestral traits remain locked within modern avian genetics. In 2020, the University of Copenhagen successfully sequenced the genome of the scimitar-toothed cat, a relative of the saber-toothed cat, using DNA extracted from a specimen found in the Yukon permafrost dating back 47,500 years. Weighing up to a ton and measuring over 10 feet long, these apex predators hunted mammoths and bison before climate shifts reduced large mammal populations. However, unlike mammoths or thylacines, the scimitar-toothed cat diverged from modern felines around 22.5 million years ago. Without a close living relative to act as a surrogate or DNA base, full de-extinction remains a distant challenge. The woolly rhinoceros was a hairy giant reaching 6.5 feet in height and weighing 3.5 tons, roaming the grasslands of Europe and Asia until climate warming and hunting led to their demise 11,700 years ago. In 2020, a remarkably preserved 18,500-year-old specimen was recovered from the Siberian permafrost in Yakutia, Russia, allowing scientists to fully sequence its genome. While gene sequencing is a major step forward, researchers note that conventional cloning remains difficult without a sufficiently close living relative to crossbreed with. The dodo was a flightless bird native to Mauritius that went extinct in the 17th century after European sailors destroyed their habitat and introduced invasive predators. Contrary to historical myths painting them as slow and unintelligent, dodos were quick and agile creatures. In 2022, Dr. Beth Shapiro at the University of California sequenced a complete dodo genome from a specimen in Copenhagen, identifying the Nicobar pigeon as its closest living relative. Researchers are now exploring ways to edit pigeon DNA to incorporate dodo traits, working through the unique biological challenges of bird embryo gestation outside a traditional mammalian uterus. In 2003, scientists achieved the brief resurrection of an extinct species, the Bucardo, or Pyrenean ibex. After the last female, Celia, died in 2000, researchers led by Jose Folch used frozen tissue samples to clone embryos by inserting Bucardo DNA into domestic goat eggs. A surrogate mother successfully carried the clone to term, making history as the first extinct animal brought back to life, though the calf sadly succumbed to lung defects shortly after birth. The black-footed ferret, native to the American plains, was officially declared extinct in the wild in 1979 due to habitat loss and the deadly sylvatic plague. Conservationists captured the remaining 18 wild ferrets to launch a breeding program, though severe genetic bottlenecks remained a threat. To diversify the gene pool, scientists turned to cryopreserved cells from a female named Willa, who died in 1999. In December 2020, biotech company Revive and Restore successfully cloned Elizabeth Ann from Willa's cells, opening new doors for genetic rescue and conservation through cloning technology.